said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Taylor. He's got it to West on the dump ball. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
All right. Come on out.
Back to throw, gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with West. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Mallet to throw for the first time since coming on. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mallett. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mallett now. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a catch right side by Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be third and 13.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Here's Goff. He's letting it float. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10.
Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Boyd has it over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's first and 10. first down. Gone. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spinning away. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1, and that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Gone. Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Man, it's caught inside the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
You're up. Hey, 76.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Bo Allen on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A play fake to Gurley, now gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So out come the Bucs now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They begin here with a run by Wentz. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mallet. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Goff on 1st down. Dumps it off to Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of some.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Kelly complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, gone. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Goff on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and now it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. first down. It's gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To the air again. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. With it is Brown. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good...
And he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. John Kelly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gone!
Mallet now. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dirk Cutter's guys go for it, but come up empty. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, gone. And Woods has it complete. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Goff going to throw it. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On the toss, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Here's Mallett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Los Angeles, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.